Hello children, in this video I am going to teach you agriculture. Agriculture means land cultivation. Indian farmers grow crops due to some causes for suitable climatic condition, then long growing season, then leveling land and fertile soil, enough water for irrigation. Then they are having the importance of agriculture in our country India. About 75% of population depend on the agriculture. It provides raw material for agro-based industry, which one? Cotton, silk and jute. It creates the demand of manufactured goods, fertilizers, pesticides, tractor, harvester, threshing, etc. It provides employment to millions of landless families. Though there are some of the importance for the agriculture in our country, but farmers are facing the problems about their agriculture. Let us see there one by one. Size of land holding. Farmers are having a small size of land because of the division of the land divided among their brothers, sisters and sons. So that in particular farmers they are having the small size of land. They could not grow much more facilitated agriculture according to them. So that it is the land size. Second one is good quality of seeds. The availability of good quality seeds and high yield of seeds could not buy from any of the farmers. By the farmers, they could not buy because it is expensive and they could not afford accordingly. So that whatever the seeds they are having, they are growing only to them, and then they are again getting the low quality of seeds. Next one is unreliable rainfall. Though our country is monsoon type country, and then the rainfall in our country is unreliable, uncertain and irregular. And Indian farmers are depending only on the rainy season, and some of the only month of the June, July, August and September they are growing, and rest of the time they are growing the only simple crops some of the places. So that next one is soil erosion. Some of the places land is cultivated and also fertile soil is there, but deforestation because of some of the causes, overgrazing, heavy rain some places, upper layer has to be washed away and then barren land has left. So in that land they could not grow the good quality of agriculture. Next one is faulty land use system. Then in our country farmers are using only simple or same type of the crops. They are having the only few type of the chemicals they can use to keep away the bacteria and from their crops and to the damages of the crops, so that they have to be used, and then minerals can be get by the seeds, but there when the crops has grown, it is the low quality of crops they are getting. Next one is lack of mechanism. And most of the farmers in our country, they are poor and illiterate. They are using the old and primitive and outdated farming. Which one? Wooden plow. Simply they were doing then many years ago. Then pruning, threshing, harvesting, they are doing with the hands only, the manual work. So that some of the places only the useless, they were sitting, then the production is low quality, and it could not be given the high quality, and also in more amount they could not get. Then limited use of fertilizers. The average yield in some of the places, they are using the low quality of the fertilizer, or they are not using. Some of the places they are not using the pesticide for fertile, for to make the land more fertile. They are not, and then soil erosion some places has to be, maybe upper layer has to be washed away because of some of the causes, so that they are not having the more fertilizer, and then they are not using. Mostly they are not afford that things, fertilizer, seeds, good quality, so that they are having the limit use. Then lack of irrigation facility. They are not having the irrigation facility. If the rainy season, some of the time, then they are having the water in some places. But some places, if they are not getting the water from the rainy season, they have to use the dams and canals has to be made. But some of the places it is not made, so that the use of irrigation could not be affordable by them. They are not having the facility of water to reaches to them. Next one is lack of storage facility. Some of the farmers, in, if their farm they are having the more seed, if they are growing the more crops, but the storage they are not having. The storeroom in which they can collect their excess food grain, they are not having in our country, and the techniques they do not know. It can be spoiled, maybe it has to be kept anywhere else because of the water, because of the other things. Then it can be loses their quality also. Then next one is inadequate transport system. Transport facility they are not having. If they are growing the good quality of seeds, and more in surplus food, if they are growing food grains they are getting from their own farms, but the tractors which has to be giving their goods from one place to another in a short time, they are not having the market easily available, and market is far away, or low price can be low for them, but it is the price for the reaching of the goods from one place to another, it is not good quality, good in our country, and then some of the places roads are not good, so that the things can be reaches on particular place on the time. Next one is lack of education and training. And in our country, as most of the farmers are poor, they are having the lack of training, and they do not know how can they grow the crops in better way. The new techniques has to be, they can use the machinery for the threshing and harvesting for them, but they are using the old quality, so that training should be needed for them to grow the crops. Next one is agriculture market. The same I already explained. The farmer depend on the local traders, so that so that they can sell their goods to particular place, or they can buy. The mediator, the middleman can buy the goods from them, and then they are keeping with them, and then later after they are selling in the high price, in the local market, but the farmers are usually selling to goods to the middlemen. So that is also the lack of the market, and then they are having the less money, they are getting less money of their production. Next one is lack of crop diversification. Today, most of the farmers do not want that their own child will be involved in the agriculture, and then or as they are farmer, their son should be farmer. Their brothers, younger brothers or brothers should be the farmer, or their next children, they can be the farmer. But due to the lack of the things, they are not growing the crops, or they are dividing the farms in their own children. And some of the places, the neglect of the particular crops or food grains or cash crop. They are only growing for their daily use of crops or the fodder crops for the cattle, so that it can be grow by them in a as a cash crop, as a cotton, pulses, oilseed can be. Here are some of the points, and then now government has to be taken some of the measures for them to increase the quality of the seeds and to help the farmers. There are some of the points. The central and state government have taken some of the points to improve the increase of the production. Then consideration of landform, which means the sum of the farmers which has divided their farms in their brothers and sisters and also sons. Government is giving them or educate them to collect their farm and to grow the crops together. Then provide high quality of yields in low rate. And the problem of irrigation in some of the places uncertain, unreliable. So they have given the irrigation facility to make the dams and canals to provide them, and also give them the more education to how to grow the crops in the limited water uses. Reduce soil erosion some of the places, so that the fertility of soil can be same. It could not be washed away. Then subsidy for using chemical fertilizer. Government also giving them to facilitate the fertilizer pesticide in low rate. Government is also giving them. Then now government is buying their crops, whatever they have grown in low rate, in high rate. If they are selling to low rate to mediator, but they are giving the same price whatever it can be suitable for the farmers. The government is buying directly from the farmers. Training centers and programs for the farmers has to be given to increase the high quality of the seeds, and also more facilities to the farmers. Today government is also helping to the farmers. Okay children, next video I will give the rest of the chapter explanation.